This is Newswatch at 5:30 with Teresa Kashuba.
Good evening. Welcome to Newswatch at 5:30. I'm Heather McCullough. This came out of my body through my feet this morning. On tonight's show, we'll visit the Kawartha Natural Health Clinic for a vitality assessment and an ionic detoxification foot bath. Hence, this lovely bottle of toxins from my body I'll be giving away later in the show. Just kidding, of course. On What's in Bloom, Roger Hill will show us where you can put cedar mulch and where not to. Then the students at Crestwood will show off their creative Aboriginal art on School Watch. Also, Denise Gator will take us through a finished kitchen to see how you can make more storage and table room in a smaller area. But first, finding out what's going wrong with your body may be as simple as discovering how energy is flowing through your systems. It's non-invasive, and the results can be seen right away. So Jeff, you're going to do a vitality assessment on me.
Yeah. Explain
what we're testing.
Vitality assessment is a process that was developed in Germany about the 1920s, originally, the concept, where we use the body's energy and the biofeedback from the body to find out what's going on with the meridians, the systems, and then once we know what's going on with the systems, we can target remedies to help assist that are very, very effective because they're targeted for your exact problem.
Okay, so now explain to me what you just said in terms of the energy and that in the body. How does all that work?
Right. Well, as many people know, the body has meridians, and the Chinese have been working with these meridians for thousands of years. And what the meridians are is they're actual pathways that travel through the body, and they're associated with all the organs and the organ systems. And I can measure those with a special German technology that we use here today.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So can we do that and show how that works?
Yeah. What we can do is we can take the camera, or not the camera, the TV, and what we do is you hold this in this hand, and this is just a ground probe for you. And then what we can do is just say we want it to test your large intestine. The large intestine meridian point is right here, and we can take a reading. Now when we take that reading, when we take the reading, we will go like this. Now when we take that reading, we know that 50, right here at the 50 line, is considered perfect.
Okay.
48 to 58 is considered normal.
All right.
As the body becomes ill, the readings will start to climb to combat bacteria, fungus, virus, parasites, things like that. When the body heals itself, the readings then go back down to the 50 line. And that's the end of the problem.
So you just tested, what did you test?
I just tested your large intestine.
My large intestine. So is it looking...
It's at 55, which is perfectly in the normal
Perfectly
range.
normal. Okay. So should we test something else?
We could test probably your lymphatics or your sinuses, because a lot of people suffer from allergies.
Oh.
Just a sec here, let me make sure it's right. So it's a little bit higher, it's at 58.
But still not too bad?
Still not too bad. Now this is your adrenal glands, which is your stress.
Oh, now it's going to go through the roof, Jeff.
Maybe we need to tell your boss you need a raise?
Yeah, perhaps, eh? Okay, so that's actually, so that energy is traveling through those meridians, and mine's traveling not too bad in those areas.
Your readings are good.
What happens to someone who, where you see that high or you see that low, then what does that tell you?
Right. Lots of times if the person has, let's say, arthritis or digestive problems, the readings will come way up here to the 80s. And that tells us that there's something going on. The body is dealing with infection or inflammation.
Okay.
Right? Sometimes we'll see the readings very, very low, and what that means is the energy system is depleted or fatigued.
Okay.
Right? So we know that something's going on there. And then what we would do is we can put items on the tray. For instance, if I take this remedy here and try this on this point again. Now that reading has fallen down, so that means that reading is not good for you. That happens to be a morning sickness remedy.
Yeah, we don't need that. No, no.
Oh, bad sign. So what we'll do is we'll try something else here called So we'll try this one on the tray. And that reading there brings you much closer to normal. So that would become a customized target ingredient for your adrenals.
Okay, and we're talking about natural cures for
Herbals,
these
yeah.
herbals.
Herbal plants.
Awesome. And we'll find out how these toxins came out of my body a little later in the show, but first here's Carrie Ferguson at the Newswatch desk.
Thanks, Heather.
One of the most ancient human endeavors is art. But first, Jeff finds out a few things that are out of whack with my energy flow.
When we were off screen, Heather, what we found was that your liver point was high, your kidney point was high, and your gallbladder point was high. And they were in the mid-60s to the 70 range. What I did is I selected several different herbal remedies for those systems. And when we test those now, you'll see that that now comes right down to the 50 range on the liver. We check the kidney. We're right at the range there. So when that comes to 50, we know that that remedy is going to work for you before you even go home and take it.
Your homecoming queen.